The International WorldWisdomWell.com brings you this carefully curated rare audiobook, the Dhammapada for today's world. The Dhammapada stands as a timeless beacon of wisdom and guidance, offering profound insights into the human condition and the path to inner peace. Its origins trace back to the ancient Indian subcontinent during the lifetime of Siddhartha Gautama, who would later be known as the Buddha, the Awakened One. Born into a noble family in present-day Nepal around the 5th century BCE, Siddhartha Gautama embarked on a spiritual quest after witnessing the realities of human suffering. Renouncing his princely life, he dedicated himself to seeking answers to life's fundamental questions: the nature of suffering, the causes of suffering, and the path to liberation from suffering. After years of rigorous meditation and contemplation, Siddhartha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. He then began sharing his profound insights and teachings with others, forming a community of monks, nuns, and lay followers known as the Sangha. His teachings, known as the Dhamma or Dharma, emphasize the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path as the foundational framework for attaining liberation, nirvana, from the cycle of birth, suffering, and rebirth, samsara. The Dhammapada, which means the path of truth or the way of truth, is a collection of verses attributed to the Buddha. These verses encapsulate the essence of his teachings, offering practical guidance on ethical conduct, mindfulness, wisdom, and compassion. The Dhammapada is part of the Khuddaka Nikaya, a division of the Pali Canon, the ancient scriptures of Theravada Buddhism. Structured into 26 chapters, each containing a series of poetic verses, the Dhammapada covers a wide range of topics relevant to human life and spiritual practice. Its teachings resonate across cultures and time periods, transcending the boundaries of language and tradition. The Pali Canon, also known as the Tipitaka, is the primary collection of scriptures in Theravada Buddhism, one of the oldest surviving forms of Buddhism. It is considered the authoritative and most comprehensive collection of teachings attributed to Gautama Buddha and his disciples. The term Pali Canon refers specifically to the Theravada Buddhist scriptures preserved in the Pali language. Pali language, origin. Pali is a Middle Indo-Aryan language that originated in ancient India. It is closely related to Sanskrit, but is simpler and more accessible, making it suitable for conveying Buddhist teachings to a wider audience. Theravada Buddhism. Pali became the canonical language of Theravada Buddhism due to its use in recording the early teachings of the Buddha and the commentaries of later scholars. Versatility. Pali is known for its versatility in expressing complex philosophical concepts with clarity and precision, making it well suited for conveying Buddhist doctrines and principles. Script. The Pali language is written in a script derived from the ancient Brahmi script, known as the Pali script or Pali alphabet. This script is used to transcribe the Pali Canon and other Pali texts. Pali Canon structure. The Pali Canon is traditionally divided into three main sections, known as the Three Baskets or Tipitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, the basket of discipline containing rules and guidelines for monastic life and conduct; Sutta Pitaka, the basket of discourses comprising teachings and dialogues attributed to Gautama Buddha and his disciples; Abhidhamma Pitaka, the basket of higher teachings, containing detailed analyses of Buddhist philosophy and psychology. Contents. The Pali Canon includes a vast array of teachings covering ethics, meditation practices, metaphysics, psychology, cosmology, and more. It addresses fundamental concepts such as the Four Noble Truths, the Noble Eightfold Path, impermanence, karma, and dependent origination. Preservation. The Pali Canon was orally transmitted for centuries before being committed to writing. It was meticulously preserved by generations of Buddhist monks and scholars, ensuring its authenticity and accuracy. Commentaries. In addition to the canonical texts, the Pali Canon includes commentaries and sub-commentaries by eminent scholars such as Buddhaghosa, which provide further elucidation and interpretation of the teachings. The Pali Canon and the Pali language play a crucial role in preserving and transmitting the foundational teachings of Buddhism, particularly within the Theravada tradition. They serve as invaluable resources for understanding Buddhist philosophy, ethics, and meditation practices, guiding practitioners on the path to awakening and liberation from suffering. In the modern world, the Dhammapada continues to inspire millions of people seeking inner peace, wisdom, and ethical living. Its timeless teachings on mindfulness, compassion, and the cultivation of a virtuous mind serve as a guide for navigating life's challenges with grace and insight. As we delve into the verses of the Dhammapada, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, transformation, and awakening. May its teachings illuminate our path and lead us towards greater understanding, compassion, and liberation from suffering. Chapter 1. The Twin Verses, Yamakavaga. In our modern world of extremes, finding balance is akin to navigating a tightrope. It requires us to juggle multiple responsibilities, desires, and ambitions while ensuring that none overshadow the others. Balance isn't about perfection, but rather about awareness and adjustment. It's about recognizing when we're leaning too far in one direction and taking steps to regain equilibrium. By embracing moderation in our pursuits, relationships, and self-care, we create a sturdy foundation for a fulfilling life. Chapter 2. Mindfulness, Appamadavaga. Mindfulness has become a buzzword in recent years, but its true essence goes beyond trendy practices. It's about being fully present in each moment, whether we're sipping coffee, having a conversation, or working on a project. Mindfulness is the art of bringing our attention to the here and now, free from distractions and judgments. It's about cultivating a sense of curiosity, openness, and non-reactivity to whatever arises. Through mindfulness, we develop a deeper connection with ourselves, others, and the world around us. Chapter 3. The Mind, Cittavagga. Our minds are like gardens. They require nurturing, pruning, and weeding to flourish. Cultivating a positive mindset involves tending to our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. It's about replacing self-limiting beliefs with empowering ones, practicing self-compassion in moments of struggle, and reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. A healthy mind is curious, resilient, and compassionate, serving as a wellspring of creativity, wisdom, and joy. Chapter 4. Flowers, Puppavaga. The metaphor of flowers reminds us of life's fragility and beauty. Just as flowers bloom briefly and then fade, our experiences, relationships, and possessions are transient. Embracing the impermanence of life doesn't mean living in fear or detachment, but rather appreciating each moment fully. It's about savoring the beauty of fleeting experiences, expressing gratitude for what we have, and letting go gracefully when it's time to move on. By embracing impermanence, we cultivate resilience, gratitude, and a deeper appreciation for the richness of life. Chapter 5. Fools, Balavaga. Wisdom is a treasure that enriches every aspect of our lives. It's about seeing beyond surface appearances, questioning assumptions, and seeking deeper understanding. Wise individuals understand that knowledge is a lifelong journey, and humility is the cornerstone of wisdom. It's about learning from diverse perspectives, acknowledging our limitations, and embracing the wisdom of uncertainty. By cultivating wisdom, we make wiser choices, foster meaningful connections, and contribute positively to our communities. Chapter 6. The Wise, Panditavaga. Wise individuals embody virtues such as empathy, integrity, and compassion. They understand that wisdom isn't just about knowledge, but also about how we apply that knowledge in our daily lives. It's about listening deeply, speaking truthfully, and acting with kindness and fairness. Wise individuals are lifelong learners who approach each experience with curiosity and an open heart. By embodying wisdom, we inspire others, foster understanding, and create a more compassionate and harmonious world. Chapter 7. The Venerable Arahantavagga. Venerable individuals are not defined by external accolades or achievements, but by their inner peace and virtuous character. They embody qualities such as patience, forgiveness, and humility. Venerable individuals lead by example, showing that true greatness lies in acts of kindness, compassion, and service. It's about transcending ego and living with integrity, grace, and gratitude. By cultivating inner virtues, we inspire others and contribute to a more peaceful and compassionate society. Chapter 8. The Thousands, Sahasravaga. The pursuit of material wealth and status often leads to a sense of emptiness and disconnection. True abundance is found in spiritual richness, meaningful relationships, and inner contentment. It's about valuing experiences over possessions, relationships over achievements, and inner growth over external validation. Cultivating a mindset of abundance involves practicing gratitude, generosity, and mindful consumption. It's about recognizing that happiness comes from within and embracing the richness of life's intangible gifts. Chapter 9. Evil Papavaga. Overcoming evil isn't just about avoiding harmful actions, but also about cultivating virtues that counter negativity. Compassion, forgiveness, and ethical conduct are powerful antidotes to hatred, greed, and cruelty. It's about understanding that everyone is capable of both good and bad, and choosing to nurture the good within ourselves and others. By practicing empathy, integrity, and kindness, we contribute to a more just, compassionate, and harmonious world. Chapter 10. Violence, Dandavaga. In a world often marked by conflict and aggression, choosing non-violence is a revolutionary act. Non-violence isn't passive, it's about actively seeking peaceful solutions to conflicts. It's about listening with empathy, communicating with respect, and finding common ground. Non-violence requires inner strength, emotional intelligence, and a deep commitment to understanding and reconciliation. By practicing non-violence in thoughts, words, and actions, we sow the seeds of peace and healing in our communities and the world. Chapter 11. Old Age, Jaravaga. Aging is a natural part of life's journey, yet it's often feared and misunderstood in our youth-centric culture. Embracing old age with grace and wisdom means honoring experience, resilience, and inner growth. It's about recognizing the beauty of aging, the wisdom gained, the relationships nurtured, and the legacy left behind. By honoring and supporting our elders, we learn valuable life lessons and create a more inclusive, compassionate, and age-friendly society. Chapter 12. Self, Atharvaga. Understanding the nature of the self goes beyond ego and identity. It's about exploring the deeper layers of our being, our values, aspirations, fears, and interconnectedness with all beings. It's about transcending self-centered desires and cultivating a sense of unity and empathy with others. True self-awareness involves introspection, self-compassion, and a willingness to grow and evolve. By embracing our authentic selves and honoring the inherent worth of others, we create a more compassionate and interconnected world. Chapter 13. The World, Lokavaga. Our perception of the world is shaped by our thoughts, beliefs, and experiences. Cultivating a positive worldview involves shifting our focus from negativity and fear to gratitude and hope. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all life and our role in creating a more harmonious and sustainable world. By practicing mindfulness, compassion, and ethical living, we contribute to a world that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. Chapter 14. The Buddha, Buddhavaga. Learning from the wisdom and teachings of enlightened beings, like the Buddha, inspires us to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness. It's about embodying the noble qualities of enlightenment, non-attachment, loving kindness, and wisdom. By following the example of enlightened beings and our own inner wisdom, we deepen our spiritual journey and contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. Chapter 15. Happiness, Sukhavagga. True happiness isn't a destination but a way of being. It's about finding joy and contentment in the present moment, regardless of external circumstances. It's about cultivating gratitude, compassion, and meaningful connections with ourselves and others. Happiness is a byproduct of living in alignment with our values, passions, and purpose. By prioritizing inner well-being and authentic living, we experience lasting happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 16. Affection, Piyavagga. Affection and love are the cornerstones of meaningful relationships and emotional well-being. It's about expressing love, kindness, and appreciation to ourselves and others. It's about nurturing deep connections built on trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Affection involves acts of generosity, compassion, and understanding that foster intimacy and belonging. By cultivating affection in our lives, we create a supportive and loving environment that nourishes our souls and uplifts our spirits. Chapter 17. Anger, Kodavagga. Anger is a natural emotion, but how we respond to it determines its impact on our lives and relationships. Managing anger involves cultivating emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and healthy coping mechanisms. It's about recognizing triggers, practicing mindfulness, and expressing emotions constructively. Anger can be transformed into insight, motivation, and compassion when approached with wisdom and self-control. By mastering our emotions and fostering empathy, we cultivate harmonious relationships and inner peace. Chapter 18. Impurities, Malavagga. Purifying our minds and hearts from negative influences and unwholesome habits is essential for personal growth and spiritual well-being. It's about cultivating virtues such as honesty, integrity, and humility. It's about letting go of harmful attachments and embracing qualities that uplift and inspire us. Impurities can be transformed into wisdom, compassion, and inner strength through self-reflection, forgiveness, and self-discipline. By purifying our thoughts and actions, we create a more authentic, harmonious, and fulfilling life. Chapter 19. The Just, Dhammapada. Upholding justice, fairness, and righteousness in all our actions is crucial for creating a just and compassionate society. It's about acting with integrity, empathy, and ethical conduct in our personal and professional lives. It's about advocating for equality, dignity, and human rights for all beings. Justice requires courage, commitment, and a deep sense of empathy and responsibility. By embodying the principles of justice and compassion, we contribute to a world where everyone is treated with fairness, respect, and kindness. Chapter 20. The Path, Magavagga. The Noble Eightfold Path is a roadmap for living a purposeful, ethical, and fulfilling life. It encompasses right understanding, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. The path is not a rigid set of rules, but a flexible framework for cultivating wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. It's about aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our deepest values and aspirations. By walking the path with sincerity, perseverance, and an open heart, we awaken to our true potential and contribute to the well-being of all beings. Chapter 21. Miscellaneous Pakinakavagga. The miscellaneous chapter invites us to explore various aspects of life and human experience. It's about embracing diversity, complexity, and uncertainty with curiosity and openness. It's about questioning assumptions, expanding our perspectives, and learning from diverse traditions and teachings. Life is a journey of discovery, growth, and transformation, and the miscellaneous chapter reminds us to embrace the richness and complexity of the human experience. Chapter 22. The Fool, Balahavaga. Avoiding foolishness and ignorance requires cultivating wisdom, discernment, and self-awareness. It's about questioning assumptions, seeking knowledge, and learning from experience. It's about taking responsibility for our thoughts, choices, and actions rather than blaming others or succumbing to self-destructive behaviors. Wisdom is a lifelong journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. By embracing wisdom, we navigate life's challenges with clarity, resilience, and grace. Chapter 23. The Elephant, Nagavaga. Taming the unruly mind like a skilled elephant trainer involves harnessing our thoughts and emotions for inner peace and well-being. It's about cultivating mindfulness, emotional intelligence, and resilience. It's about recognizing and managing destructive habits and tendencies that hinder our growth and happiness. The elephant represents the untamed aspects of our psyche, and taming it requires self-awareness, self-regulation, and self-compassion. By cultivating a calm and focused mind, we navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. Chapter 24. Craving, Tanhabhavaga. Overcoming the craving for material possessions, status, or approval frees us from suffering and cultivates contentment and inner peace. It's about recognizing the difference between genuine needs and endless wants. It's about finding joy in simplicity, gratitude, and meaningful experiences. Craving is a form of inner thirst that can never be fully quenched by external possessions or achievements. By cultivating inner fulfillment, gratitude, and non-attachment, we discover true happiness and abundance. Chapter 25. The Monk, Bhikkhuvaga. Learning from the disciplined and mindful lifestyle of monks, we cultivate virtues such as simplicity, mindfulness, and compassion. It's about embracing a life of purpose, service, and spiritual growth. It's about practicing gratitude, generosity, and ethical conduct in all our actions. Monastic life symbolizes dedication, mindfulness, and detachment from worldly distractions. By embodying the qualities of a mindful monk, humility, presence, and inner peace, we inspire others and contribute to a more compassionate and enlightened world. Chapter 26. The Brahmana, Brahmanavaga. Seeking the ultimate truth and liberation involves transcending worldly attachments and realizing our highest spiritual potential. It's about connecting with our inner essence, our Buddha nature or divine spark. It's about awakening to the interconnectedness of all life and embodying universal love, wisdom, and compassion. The Brahmana represents the highest spiritual realization and the journey of self-transcendence. By deepening our spiritual practice, cultivating inner stillness, and serving the greater good, we contribute to the evolution of consciousness and the well-being of all beings. Here's a daily checklist for practicing the middle way, inspired by the teachings of the Buddha and the concept of finding balance and moderation in life. Morning reflection. Begin your day with mindfulness meditation or reflection. Take a few deep breaths and set positive intentions for the day ahead. Reflect on the middle way, seeking balance in thoughts, actions, and emotions. Mindful. Eating. Practice mindful eating during meals. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and nourishment of each bite. Eat a balanced diet that includes a variety of wholesome foods. Avoid overeating or indulging in unhealthy foods excessively. Physical activity. Engage in moderate physical activity such as walking, yoga, or exercise routines. Listen to your body's needs and avoid pushing yourself to extremes. Balance activity with rest and relaxation to maintain overall well-being. Work-life balance. Set realistic goals and priorities for your work or daily tasks. Allocate time for work, leisure, and self-care activities. Avoid overworking or neglecting personal time for relaxation and rejuvenation. Emotional regulation. Practice emotional awareness and regulation throughout the day. Acknowledge and accept your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Cultivate compassion and understanding towards yourself and others. Mindful consumption. Practice mindful consumption of media, information, and material goods. Limit exposure to negative or excessive content that may cause stress or distraction. Choose nourishing and meaningful experiences that align with your values. Social interactions. Engage in meaningful and balanced social interactions with family, friends, and colleagues. Practice active listening, empathy, and kindness in your communication. Set boundaries when needed to maintain healthy relationships and personal well-being. Gratitude. Practice. Cultivate a daily gratitude practice by reflecting on things you're thankful for. Notice and appreciate the small moments of joy, beauty, and kindness in your life. Express gratitude to others through words or acts of kindness. Mindful reflection. Take time for introspection and self-reflection at the end of the day. Review your actions, thoughts, and emotions with honesty and compassion. Identify areas where you can adjust and find greater balance in the middle way. Evening relaxation. Wind down with relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or gentle stretching. Create a calming bedtime routine to promote restful sleep and rejuvenation. Avoid excessive screen time or stimulating activities close to bedtime. Compassionate acts. Practice random acts of kindness and compassion towards others. Offer help, support, or a listening ear to those in need. Extend compassion to yourself, acknowledging your efforts and progress on the path of balance and moderation. Gracious closure. End your day with gratitude and a sense of closure. Let go of any lingering stress or worries, trusting in the process of finding balance. Express gratitude for the opportunities and lessons of the day. This daily checklist serves as a guide for integrating the principles of the middle way into your everyday life, fostering harmony, well-being, and mindfulness in all aspects of your journey. In conclusion, embracing the middle way is not merely a philosophy, but a way of life that leads to balance, harmony, and inner peace. As we navigate the complexities of modern living, the teachings of the Middle Way offer a timeless guide for finding equilibrium in our thoughts, actions, and relationships. By practicing mindfulness, moderation, and compassion, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We learn to appreciate the beauty of impermanence, the wisdom of moderation, and the transformative power of compassion. The daily checklist provided serves as a roadmap for integrating the middle way into our daily lives. It encourages us to embrace mindful practices, nurture healthy habits, and foster meaningful connections with ourselves and others. Through mindful eating, balanced activity, emotional regulation, and gratitude, we honor the principles of the middle way in our daily actions. As we strive to live in harmony with the middle way, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and awakening. May the wisdom of the middle way guide us towards greater balance, resilience, and well-being, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. Thank you for spending time here at the World Wisdom Well and learning from the Dhammapada for today's world. We hope you find this audiobook nourishing and insightful and use it to reference and refresh time and time again. Thank you for receiving our gift of the heart. Please share this resource with those who may benefit from it. May we all be happy. May we all be well. May we practice living the middle way in creating peace and well-being for ourselves, for those near us, and for our large, loving human family and the longevity of our species.